Ahoy friends, welcome to Dory Dan's Small Boat Adventures. Today I'll be discussing a racing dory that I built in 2005. A fairly speedy little craft that showed some great potential and a good turn of speed. Yeah, this was a great little craft, 18 feet overall, and could really get moving with a good turn of speed and a nice breeze. One of the best things about this little vessel was her shoal draft, and really very little under the water to keep her from just taking off on a plane. Like I say, she's dory built with a flat bottom, but then you may notice she's also got smooth sides. This little vessel is an absolute joy to sail. With her scow type hull and flat bottom, you could let her heel to the wind and gain about 4 or 5 feet on the waterline length, which was originally right around 12.5 feet. The wind noise in the microphone on these videos, makes it sound breezy. It was probably 12 to 15 this particular day, but more in the 12 range. And she definitely didn't mind a second sailor aboard to help power her up when the wind was any stronger. You could go up through 20 miles an hour breeze with the mainsail full. Fully reefed down, this vessel was good through a good 30 or so knots of breeze. After that, you'd want to be heading for the pub and put the boat away for the day. But like you can see by the hull shape, it's a beautiful little flat water rocket that's just a incredible blast to sail. Turns on a dime. She's actually got an underhung spade rudder, and pretty much no expense was spared as far as making this little craft a real performance machine. And this is, this isn't sped up footage at all. This is just, her sailing in her normal environs. The other great part about the Ipswich Bay 18 was her ability to sail in company with other small boats. We took her to participate in the Small Reach Regatta a number of years, and she did really well pulling right up on sandy beaches and stony little bars, and though she was quite a bit quicker than most of the other boats that attended, she really worked out well because you could take a tack or two and then bring her around and come back along with the wind, join the rest of the boats, and then go sailing off in the direction that everyone was headed again. So yeah, excellent little vessel for sort of exploring backwaters and checking out any little sort of creeks or back bays. Of course, a little thoroughbred like this, lightly built with no ballast, is going to need to be actively sailed to stay upright. And this boat could capsize if you weren't paying attention to what was going on. But with ample flotation, bow and stern, and extremely wide side decks, it was not a big deal to get her back upright and sailing again. Here's some more footage from our time at the Small Reach Regatta. We got probably 12-mile-an-hour breeze in this shot. We're just cruising along off the wind. This is a fairly simple little vessel to build. She goes together pretty quickly, and all of our frames are just the same size and shape. So setup is simple, and with the bottom cut out and bent to shape of the rocker, you just set the temporary frames in place and then strip plank her sides from there. The deck is 1/4 inch marine ply, and there's actually canvas set in paint over top of the deck, which gives her her traditional flair and good looks. The large mainsail provides the bulk of the power in the rig, and then the small fractional sloop rig, the blade jib, just is sort of a bit of a turbocharge to that. You would think with such a speedy craft with a low freeboard that she might be a wet ride, but actually this boat was very dry. I seldom got wet. Oftentimes in a heavy chop you'd get water across the foredeck there, but you know, with the high side towards the wind, even going upwind, it was a pretty dry ride. You know, much drier than a sunfish or anything. So yeah, all around a big success. She's of course a very different boat to the Alpha Dory seen here, which was a real speed machine as well. The Ipswich Bay 18 was actually slightly faster than the Alpha upwind. Off the wind, when the Ipswich Bay 18 could plane, of course, the old Alpha didn't have a chance, but the Alpha did well keeping pace with her upwind. The Alpha could actually be almost as wet as the Ipswich Bay 18 because she'd throw a bit of spray off her bow to windward. But both boats were excellent speed boats and great day sailors. Yeah, so the Ipswich Bay 18 was an absolute blast in sheltered waters and could actually handle quite a bit of semi-protected and longshore water as well. Classic lines made this boat an absolute beauty. That, along with the sort of parabolic curve to her stem, made this vessel very graceful. Her big wide decks also made a great lounging area on a lighter wind day. I designed this boat in 2004-2005 and built it in the summer and fall of 2005. First sail was actually January 2006. You can see the flat bottom on this boat and the radiused chine that allowed for same angle on all the strip planks, which greatly simplifies the strip planking process.